Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it entertain ya.
Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. Just walk away and face the showdown. I won't fight, I don't care about the bleeding. Cause my freedom's undefeated. My soul on fire, burning desire. Make no mistake, cause the stakes are getting higher. Gotta hell, I'm not here to entertain ya. I'm not here to entertain ya.
Don't be mistaken, your bloody time's up. This ain't no game when I hit it entertain ya.
What is up, guys? Dashing here and live. We are happy 4th of July for my fellow Americans. Octane number 86. And a hell of a show, as always, we've got in store, my fine feathered friends. And we jump straight into the action. Tag team matchup in the women's division indeed. As the Justice family, Joy and Hannah, getting ready to take on the current women's tag team champions, Dawn, Rose Holt, and Gianna. Although it looks like we're going to have ourselves a ringside guest, Tori Doyle of the Undisputed Elite, parking a seat here at ringside. Obviously, the Undisputed Elite have been having their issues with the champs over these last few weeks. Doyle wanted to keep an eye on the activities, if you will, of Dawn, Rose Holt, and Gianna. Oh, but look at this. As the champions make their way out here onto the stage, that is Alexia Diamond, if I'm not mistaken, of the Uncut Gems, evidently. Well, we're going to have ourselves a crowded ringside area for this non-title tag team matchup kicking off the show. Well, it's Ferocity coming up this weekend, live from Puerto Rico. Alexia Diamond just walking right under that ladder, by the way. Bad luck for, what is it, like 10 years or something? Rest in peace. Well, Ferocity in Homecoming this weekend. San Juan, Puerto Rico. Looks like all eyes in the women's division are on the tag team champions here. More recent one we saw is Dawn, Rose Holt, and Gianna able to knock off the Undisputed Elite via count out. And Gianna always showing off exactly what she's got to offer. But it ain't just those stellar good looks. In ring as vicious as they come, which is why she and Dawn Rose Holt still women's tag team champions. Man, they're quickly becoming one of the longest reigning women's tag team champions of all time here in CMV, which I believe, I'd have to check the record book. We all know that vintage dashing memory, not so great, but I'm fairly certain the inaugural women's tag team champions, Janet Tord and Marie, are still the longest reigning women's tag team champions of all time. But big old clothesline from Dawn Rose Holt, but gets distracted momentarily by Hannah Justice. That's going to allow the matriarch Joy pouncing on top of her. Obviously, Joy Justice currently involved in the Cyborg Invitational. She is actually dead last at the moment, which is no good. Obviously, we know that when the Invitational comes to an end, whomever is last will be fired, released from their CMV contract. So Joy Justice really needs to kick it into gear, man. Her next few matches. Leaving the face right there. Going to stun Dawn Rose Holt, trying to get her back into the ring. Hell of a night we have to look forward to here on Octane, my friends, this 4th of July, as the fireworks explode all around us. Get this. Coming up next, Anarchy Championship. Going to be on the line, but Joy Justice, guys, man, count of 9. How about that? Saved by the millisecond there as Tori Doyle removes the top turnbuckle, has exposed the steel, and Joy Justice going to take advantage. Huck and Holt sternum first right into that exposed steel. Damn. I don't even know that Joy Justice was aware of the fact that the turnbuckle had been removed, but hell. Tori Doyle coming in clutch right there for the Justice family. As I was saying, though, Anarchy Championship is on the line, my friends. It has been heating up for weeks on end at this point, and at last, Andre Rogers and Leon Valente going to be one-on-one in the ring with Chris Diamond as special guest referee, trying to mediate this situation between his two proteges. Anarchy Championship on the line, but I mean, we saw what happened last week here on Octane with Leon Valente costing Andre Rogers a spot in the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. This is boiling over, man. I don't know if Diamond at this point, if he can settle things down, if it's possible. But I guess we'll find out. And speaking of the Elimination Chamber, the final spot in that Global Championship Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory, guys, going to be given out in our main event. The last qualifier, a triple threat match. How about this? Strap in, boys. Chris Diamond, Morgan, and the Ted. Triple threat match to see who's going to get that last spot in the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Woo! I'm ready for that one, baby. This matchup has just been pure chaos. Everybody at ringside, constant interference. I'm not even sure who's legal right now. I believe it's Dawn Rose Holt and Joy Justice. Big boot to the back of the head by Holt. Damn. Whoa, only a 1 count though. That's pretty shocking. Dawn Rose Holt Gonna put Joy in the corner, looking to make the tag, brings in the main character. Gonna get launched off the top rope like a torpedo. Gianna looking like she's got a few things to say to Hannah Justice, showing her what a real star looks like. Joy all the while is calling the, whoa, Tori Doyle has just slid a steel chair into the ring. I don't know how the referee didn't feel that. Oh my God, this is just, oh, the ref just hit Alexia Diamond with that steel chair. What the hell? Ref. I don't think that was intentional, but Alexia, tough as they come to have not been knocked out cold right there. Yeah, Andre Rogers not going to be happy seeing that. That referee better count his days. But Rogers has got to focus on the Anarchy Championship match coming up next, as the tag is made to Hannah Justice. No doubt this outcome and this non-title matchup could have implications going into Ferocity this weekend. Should the Justice family win here, they very well earn themselves a rematch with the championship on the line. When we head to Puerto Rico, I don't know how this referee hasn't ejected Tori Doyle and Alexia Diamond at this point, man. Well, especially Tori Doyle. Alexia Diamond hasn't really done too much except get hit in the head with a steel chair, but Doyle has just been interfering non-stop. Hot tag made to Dawn Rose Holtz. Irish Whip gonna get countered. Punch to the back of the head, jeez. And now taken for a ride, electric chair. Dawn Rose Holt, man, as big, as nasty as they come. She's bigger than a lot of the men here on Octane. Damn near 6 foot tall. Hannah Justice in a bad way right now. There's Holt with a sidewalk slam. Well, when it comes to the elimination chamber match at Purgatory, where Aaron Stone, of course, will defend his global championship against 5 other men. We know who 4 of those men already are. Qualifiers last week here on Octane. Won by Tracy James, Hunter Quinn, Joe Blade, and Alaric. Momentum going to be up for grabs a little bit later on when Joe Blade and Hunter Quinn meet one-on-one. We also got Ben Stacy, the seemingly new protege of Alaric, going to be taking on Tracy James. Mano y mano. A lot of great action to look forward to here on Octane number 86, baby. Irish Whip going to put Hannah Justice into the corner. Gianna thinking about making the tag. No. Kick to the knee instead. Now there's a reason that Gianna has received a lot of nominations for Newcomer of the Year. I mean, what a year it was for Gianna. Women's World Champion. 1/2 of the Women's Tag Team Champions. And as we talked about before, quickly becoming one of the longest reigning Women's Tag Team Champions of all time. She might have my vote, I'm going to be honest. It's tough. It's a tough field. We've got a lot of breakout years. Gianna forcing Hannah Justice to retreat. Gianna telling Joy Justice tucked to the hand. Joy Justice more likely. Whoa, what is Gianna doing with that steel chair? Hello, Gianna. Look at the ref saying, what do you think you're doing? Taking the steel chair from Gianna. Looked like she was about to use it to smack Joy Justice upside the head. Rep was having absolutely none of it, though. Gianna utilizing the commotion to take down Hannah Justice from behind. Big boot attempted. Successfully, not so much. Referee going to fix that top turnbuckle that's been exposed. As the tag is made to Dawn Rose Holt. 2 big gals coming in, ready to start swanging. Ooh, baby, what a weekend it is going to be in Puerto Rico. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. Ferocity and Homecoming to look forward to. Two massive nights of action it is going to be. How about Ferocity, baby? Amber Reed, Beatrice Lotus, 2 out of 3 falls for the Women's World Championship. Triple threat match for the Rising Star Championship as Quinn Bell will defend against Samantha Mosette and Precious Pratt. Chloe Marks and Ellie Quinn in a Singapore cane match. And more as Joy Justice drops into the pin, but only a 1 count. Oh, jumping complete shot from the Matriarch, which Holt just completely no sells, gets straight back to her feet. Joy Justice, Irish whip, sends Holt into the corner. Ooh, nice lucha style DDT right there from Joy Justice. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And here comes the Spider Spike into the pin. 1, 2, but Gianna breaking it up. That might have been the dub right there. And again, titles might not be on the line here, but a win for the Justice family might very well get them a championship match this weekend at Ferocity. Uh-oh. Dawn Rose Holt back to her feet as Joy Justice drops to her knees in front of Gianna. Excuse me, do you have a moment to hear about your Lord and Savior, the Spider Deity? Stomps the face. Do you think they go door to door in the Bloody Forest? Do you think they have those types that go door to door trying to spread the word of the 7 Spider Deities? Helluva kick from Hannah. Shades of Joy Justice there. 1, 2. Oh man, how the hell did that not get the job done? They go tree to tree. Yeah. They bring, of course, hot dogs to entice the residents of the Bloody Forest to follow the 7 Spider Deities. Well, Hannah Justice distracted by Gianna here. Gianna, oh no! Leaving the door open. One-handed spinebuster. 1, 2. What the hell? What a tag team matchup to kick off this episode of Octane, man. Hannah Justice with some serious resolve. Kicking out of that. Just about put it through the goddamn canvas, man. Oh, another big boot from Holt. What does she wear? Probably a size 13, 14. Just gonna chuck Hannah. Play her across the ring like it ain't no thing but a chicken wang. Tori Doyle and Alexia Diamond continuing to watch from ringside. Doyle turning down the interferences a tad. So as to not be ejected here. Dawn Rose Holt tearing up the arm of Hannah Justice. Forearm. Nothing Hannah can do. Dawn Rose Holt just all over her like peanut butter on jelly, baby. Stomp to the chest. Right back into the corner. Isolated in the tag made to Gianna. Here it comes again. The rocket launcher. Shot into the sky like a firework. Oh, Gianna sitting up in perhaps a bit angry with Dawn Rose Holt for some reason. Maybe not hitting that maneuver exactly the way that Gianna wanted. Where's Hannah Justice going here? Hannah's picking up the steel chair. What is with these women in this steel chair, man? Oh, Tori Doyle with the distraction. That allows Hannah Justice try to take advantage, but it doesn't really work out for her. Bulldog from the main character, tag made to Dawn Rose Holt. Better get their shit together, if you will. Holt seems to want a piece of Joy Justice here. Knocks her off the apron. That takes care of her momentarily. Hannah back into the ring. Hannah, what is this? Some sort of Bloody Forest ritualistic dance that, well, for a second just froze Dawn Rose Holt in fear. Look, she got the hell out of there. She wants none of this, but Tori Doyle gonna throw her back into the ring, and that should be a disqualification if you ask me. Hey, I'd be scared. I'd get the hell out of there too if that were me. Big boot though. That's gotta do it for Joy Justice. Breaking up the pin. Holt is not happy about it. He's wasting time here though, giving Hannah Justice and Tori Doyle. But get Tori Doyle out of here, ref. What are you doing? Non-stop interference. Yeah, Hannah. There you go. Second time's the charm. Desperately need to make that tag. Joy Justice in. Like we talked about before, Joy Justice not doing too hot in the Cyborg Invitational right now. She is dead last. Could really use the momentum that this big win here would bring heading into her fourth round matchup against Ashley Rain. A lot of history between Joy Justice and Ashley Rain. They met in the finals of the Queen of the Ring tournament a couple years ago, which Joy Justice unfortunately came up a bit short. Oh, one-handed spine buster on the floor, and then takes out Hannah Justice too. Holy shit, man. Splat goes Joy Justice. The referee's at 8 though, guys. 9. Can Hulk get back into the ring? No, that's going to be a double count out. Just pandemonium in this matchup, man. Well, my friends, coming up next here on Octane number 86, it has been boiling over for weeks on end at this point. Within the ranks of Aurelius, it all comes to a head right here, right now. As Andre Rogers and Leon Valente at last going to have the opportunity to get hands on each other in the ring with the Anarchy Championship on the line and playing the role of mediator in this matchup. Well, the mentor of both men, Chris Diamond, who thus far has remained neutral, I would say. I mean, obviously, you know, speaking as the very good friend of Chris Diamond, he's had a lot to go through himself. You know, obviously, all that he has been made to endure these last couple of months has taken a toll on him. He hasn't really had the ability, really, emotionally or physically, to get involved. But I think even Chris Diamond at this point realizing that things are just going to keep getting worse between these two. So the British Baller taking up the role of referee here in this Anarchy Championship match. Will he call it down the middle? Will he take a side? I guess we'll find out. I will say this much. My man Chris Diamond looks great in a referee shirt. I mean, he looks great in most everything, but really brings out his eyes, if you ask me. Well, it was really taken to another level last week here on Octane, guys, when Leon Valente cost Andre Rogers a spot in the Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory. Interfered in his matchup with Joe Blade. Pretty much gave Joe Blade a free pass to Purgatory. Blade very happy about that. But Andre Rogers, on the other hand, livid. He has had just about enough. This animosity reaching its boiling point. Of course, Chris Diamond, this ain't going to be the last we see of him here in the main event. Involved in our final Elimination Chamber qualifier, him, Morgan, the Ted. So see who's going to get that sixth and final spot inside the demonic Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Well, this is Leon Valente's first defense of the Anarchy Championship since winning it, beating Knights towards the start of this new season. Valente, though, he has his own fair share of qualms with Andre Rogers. It was because of Andre Rogers that a few weeks ago Valente tasted his first ever defeat here in CMV. Rogers ditching him in that tag team matchup against Aaron Stone and Morgan, leading to Rogers having to tap out at the hands of the Ogre. Valente, who was so proud of that undefeated streak of his, lasting nearly an entire year at Rogers, man, completely ruining it. So I'd say, I'm not going to necessarily go and say Valente was justified in costing Rogers that Elimination Chamber qualifier last week, but well, let's just say this much. Both these guys have done wrongs to one another. I just hope, as Chris Diamond's good friend, that things can be settled here amicably and Aurelius can move on, maybe even stronger than ever. That's my hope. Again, Chris Diamond playing the part of referee in this matchup. The CM Universe has been wondering all week long, will he call it down the middle, or is he going to take a side in this civil war? Will he choose one protege over the other? That's what it's about here in this matchup. The Anarchy Championship. Chris Diamond going to take hold of it. Will he be handing it back to Leon Valente at the end of this matchup? Or will Andre Rogers earn his first taste of championship gold in quite a while since he held the Intercontinental Championship? That was goddamn like over a year ago. So here we go. The Aurelius Civil War. Andre Rogers, Leon Valente, Diamond as special guest ref. Ring that bell, let's get it on. Both men wasting no time, man, getting after each other. Like I said, weeks and weeks and weeks. Well, here we go. Rogers, early pin attempt. Whoa, got a 2 count. I'm pretty surprised about that. But I will say, pretty fair count by Chris Diamond there. Not showing any sort of favoritism towards Andre Rogers. We saw it last week. Rogers, I don't want to necessarily say attempting to bribe Chris Diamond, but we saw him trying to offer Diamond a little bit of a spa day, wanted to bring him out, wanted to pamper him. Well, here goes Valente trying for a pin. 1, 2, again, I'd say. Very fair pin. No favoritism thus far here. An Irish whip pulled back, nice counter by Valente, kick to the midsection. Go to come here on Octane number 86, my friends. Lance Martini of Pest Control gonna be in action. One-on-one with B-Man of Amity. And obviously Amity with a busy night. I know that Ben Stacy also to meet Tracy James. One-on-one. Not to mention our main event triple threat matchup. Chris Diamond gonna get out of that referee uniform as he'll tangle with Morgan and the Ted. Final Elimination Chamber qualifier. Who's going to punch their ticket to purgatory? Kick to the midsection by Valente here at ringside. Diamond showing some discretion. Taking some time before starting the count. Hook to the jaw, going to spin Valente around. As Rogers, a little bit of an Osaka street cutter. Count of 3. Rogers not seeming all that concerned. Diamond is definitely taking his time with this count. He doesn't want this one ending via count out. He wants these two to settle things in the ring. Hoping, I'm sure, that they can move on. Again, maybe just stronger than ever. You know, families fight sometimes. Whoa. Dark matter. Rogers sliding out of the ring. Oh, a punch in the gut there from Valente, who takes Rogers down into the triangle choke. Rogers is trapped here. Is Diamond gonna have to call for the bell? No, the Golden Boy is able to escape. Both these guys submission specialists. And Rogers knowing how to endure there, knowing how to escape. But not finishes the Anarchy Champion. Might be looking for that Kimura. Rogers saying, no thank you. I want to keep my arm. Russian leg sweep floats over. Big time punches. Showing off that footwork. Rogers feeling himself right now. Swinging neck breaker right in the middle of the ring. Another pin attempt. Diamond into position. 1. Only a 1 count. Again, fair. No signs of any sort of favoritism here. And a lot of people say that parents, although they might never admit it, they always have a favorite child. I mean, I personally know that I'm my mom's favorite child, you know. Chris Diamond, thus far, has remained neutral. But you gotta think, oh, first 48! Double knees to the face! 1, 2! By a kick out by Valente. Does Chris Diamond have a favorite child? Dragon screw by Valente, who has been busted open. But he ain't down and out, not yet. Great combination. Finishing with that spinning back fist. Rogers, though, gonna spin him around. The pseudo 21 and into the pin. Diamond, wake up. 1, 2. Okay. That kind of seemed to me like a quick count. Am I alone? Gouge in the eyes to block that belly to belly. Kick to the midsection, no caught. Final flash knee. Valente gonna escape to the outside. As Rogers not looking to give him any sort of time to recuperate. Diamond begins his count. Valente perhaps playing possum. Gonna throw Rogers off to the side. You gotta feel for Chris Diamond, man. Stuck in the middle like this. Reality check for the Anarchy Champion. Harsh landing off that neck breaker on the floor. And now look at this. Rogers with some forearms to the back of the head. There's a reason that's illegal in MMA, man. Throwing Valente down onto the floor. Now Andre Rogers, guys, cannot win the championship by count out here. He's got to either pin or submit Valente. In the ring, we're at a count of 9 here. Oh, the foot DDT. Andre Rogers taking his time, though. Count of 10, gets back into the ring. 11. Rogers going to reset the count. Valente doesn't seem all that interested in getting back into the ring just yet. Nice jawbreaker by the Golden Boy. May very well have just shattered the jaw of Valente right there. And going to get him back into the ring finally. Diamond telling Rogers, get back into the ring, man. I will count you out. To the top. Elbow drop to the back of the champion. Shoots the half. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Another fair count from Chris Diamond. He is well and truly calling this one straight down the middle, which seems to be maybe irking Andre Rogers just a little bit. Forearm smash. Elbow, though, from Valente. Gets himself out of the corner. Now it's Rogers busted open. Nasty leg kick. Watch out, Diamond. Oh, my God! May have just shattered the kneecap of the Golden Boy right there. Valente going to take advantage. Triangle choke. Triangle choke locked in again. Rogers is trapped. Rogers is trapped. Will he tap? Yes, he will, and Diamond calls for the bell. Leon Valente is still the Anarchy champion. Oh, whoa. Valente did not seem to want anything to do with Chris Diamond there. Ripped his championship out of the hands of the British Baller. I don't know about that. Valente, still the Anarchy champion, but I don't feel like this has resolved anything. Well, coming up next, my friends, as we look towards Ferocity and Homecoming this weekend live from Puerto Rico, we now know what the main event of Ferocity will be. The third encounter between Amber Reed and Beatrice Lotus with the Women's World Championship on the line. 2 out of 3 falls it's gonna be, as Reed looks to make sure that Lotus's time with that Women's World Championship is short-lived. Reed, who returned by attacking both Ashley Riot and Beatrice Lotus after their non-title matchup last week, making it clear that she is coming for that Women's World Championship. And Lotus, to her credit, showing no fear, not backing down, saying, hey, you want a rematch? You want me to prove that I am definitively, without a shadow of a doubt, the better woman and deserving to hold this Women's World Championship? Come and take your shot. And so 2 out of 3 falls it's going to be. Amber Reed, Beatrice Lotus at Ferocity, as Lotus attempts to cement herself, prove that it was no fluke when she beat Amber Reed to win the Women's World Championship. Now here tonight, Amber Reed on the hunt for that always important momentum. And Ashley Riot looking for a little bit of payback of her own, because again, Amber Reed not only attacked Beatrice Lotus, attacked Ashley Riot as well. The Deathmatch Princess knowing full well too what a victory here against the #1 contender could mean for her going forward. with Ascendance 12 just around the corner. We know that Celestia, winner of the Queen of the Hill match at Absolution, will challenge whomever is Women's World Champion at the Show of Shows. You can be sure she's been keeping her eyes on everything going on as she gets ready to take on Hikiko at Ferocity this weekend. So here we go, Ashley Riot, Amber Reed, one-on-one. And speaking of watching, I'm sure that Beatrice Lotus in the back in her locker room, feet kicked up, championship on her lap, watching this one. When you're getting ready to step into the ring with Amber Reed, man, I don't believe there's ever enough preparation that you could do, enough tape you can watch. There's a reason that she is called the history maker. Kick to the back there by Riot. Stop to the ankle. And again. Third time? No. That's Riot thinking about, though. Irish Whip going to send her off the ropes on the rebound. Tries to go low. Clothesline from Amber Reed. Still to come, my friends. Lance Martini one-on-one with B-Man. We've also got Ben Stacy taking on Tracy James. Not to mention our main event, the final Elimination Chamber qualifier. Chris Diamond, Morgan, the Ted, a triple threat match. Who's going to Purgatory? Nice call there by the ref. Saw that rope break as Riot got trapped in the crossface. Kick to the head, gonna stun Amber Reed just long enough for Riot to get back to her feet. It's always been the goal of Ashley Riot to win a singles championship here in CMV, multi-time women's tag team champion, but despite how long she's been in CMV, has never held either the Rising Star Championship or the Women's World Championship. Look at that snap! Swang and neck breaker. Riot gonna quickly roll to the outside. Reed, though, staying on her. From behind, reverse DDT on the floor, man. I think I heard the crack of Riot's skull all the way from over here. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. As we get set to head to Puerto Rico, San Juan, for both Ferocity and Homecoming this weekend. Some of the last stops on the road to Ascendance 12. Just received word, guys, moments ago that another huge matchup has been added to the Ferocity card. The Women's Tag Team Championship will be on the line. Get this, Gianna and Dawn Rose Hull going to be defending against the Justice family, the Undisputed Elite, and the Uncut Gems. Going to be a fatal four-way tornado tag team matchup, man. Best of luck to Holt and Gianna in that situation. Their reign going to be in serious jeopardy. Amber Reed here, rapid kicks to the face. Dropping into the pin quickly. One count only. Looking a bit surprised by that. Riot. Off the ropes. Whoa! The A-trigger, man. Comes out of nowhere. I'll tell you what, cleaning the clock of Ashley Riot, but a kick out at 2. I don't think Amber Reed is finished. This is bad news for the Deathmatch Princess. Off the ropes, forearm smash. Gonna down Riot. Obviously, Amber Reed keeps trying to look for the Revolution knee. Ashley Riot is not making it easy for her, though. Oh, there's some more knees to the face. Quickly to the outside, Riot. Not one to back down, straight back into the ring. Grabs her by the back of the head. Irish whip out onto the apron, gonna yell in her face. Ashley Riot wants to prove she deserves to be in contention for that Women's World Championship, but Nightfall strikes. 1, 2, kick out by Ashley Riot. Amber Reed cannot believe it. Right back out in the attack and full mount here. Elbows to the top. Woo, little split-legged moonsault action. More punches. Amber Reed. Leapfrog. Goes low. Riot well scouted. Clothesline. Reed pops right back up to her feet though. Ashley gotta act quickly here, and she does. Going for the pile driver, but Amber Reed able to reverse. Double arm salt. Trying to stop Amber Reed from getting back to her feet on that arm. Ashley gonna snap it off to the side. Reed pulling herself into the corner, knowing where she is at all times. That's one of the reasons Amber Reed is as dangerous as she is, man. Great wherewithal by the two-time Women's World Champion. A kick out there off the alley-oop. Sit-out powerbomb, forearm smash by Riot. Stomp to the shoulder. Double accidental, doesn't seem to get necessarily all of it. A very good chance that whomever leaves Ferocity this weekend with the Women's World Championship will be the one walking into Ascendance 12 to defend it against Celestia. That's something that both Amber Reed and Beatrice Lotus know full well. Amber Reed has walked into Ascendance before as undisputed world heavyweight champion. She would love nothing more than to walk in as Women's World Champion. That's the dream, of course, for Beatrice Lotus as well. Knee to the face, and I think that's going to do it. 1, 2, 3, Amber Reed. Just that easy seals the deal. This weekend, Ferocity, the Women's World Championship on the line. 2 out of 3 falls. Will it be a short-lived reign for Beatrice Lotus? Or can Lotus prove that it was no fluke? That she deserves to hold that championship? Well, my fine feathered friends, for the superstars of Octane, their final stop on the road to Ascendance 12 will be Purgatory in just a few weeks. Where, of course, Aaron Stone faces the seemingly insurmountable challenge of putting his global championship on the line against 5 other men inside of the demonic Elimination Chamber. And 2 of those 5 men about to clash here for the, as always, important momentum heading into Purgatory. Joe Blade and Hunter Quinn. Of course, the final Elimination Chamber qualifier coming up in our main event here. Chris Diamond, Morgan Antlet Ted vying for that 6th and final spot. Hunter Quinn, the only successful member of the Unholy Alliance last week here on Octane. As, of course, Jeremy Barmore failed to qualify for the Elimination Chamber, losing to Tracy James, while Bloody Justice, to his credit, gave Aaron Stone a run for his money with the Global Championship on the line, but in the end, indeed came up short. And speaking of Aaron Stone in the Global Championship, guys, I did receive word just moments ago that Aaron Stone is once again issuing an open challenge for next week here on Octane. This man seems hell-bent for some reason on losing the Global Championship before he even makes it to Purgatory in the Elimination Chamber. But he was able to retain against Bloody Justice last week. Aaron Stone wants to prove he deserves to hold that championship, so who's going to answer the open challenge next week here on Octane? Meanwhile, Joe Blade, who most certainly had the easiest path qualifying for the Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory, defeating Andre Rogers via disqualification thanks to Leon Valente. A result that most certainly sent our global champion Aaron Stone over the edge. A lot of history between Joe Blade and Aaron Stone, and the Milkman is not happy that he's going to have to be inside that Elimination Chamber with Joe Blade. Joe Blade has not forgotten, though, being locked in the back of that ambulance by Aaron Stone. The perfect revenge would be taking that global championship from the protein-packed powerhouse, snatching his dreams of walking into Ascendance 12 as champion. Much like we know, Celestia, winner of the Queen of the Hill, going to challenge whomever is women's world champion, either Amber Reed or Beatrice Lotus at Ascendance 12. We know that Andrew Briggs, winner of the King of the Hill, will challenge whomever is global champion at the Show of Shows Ascendance 12. Whomever leaves that Elimination Chamber with the championship. Speaking of the King of the Hill, though, guys, how about what happened last week here on Octane? Octane going on a rampage, the likes of which we have not seen before here in CMV, assaulting countless backstage crew members. A good number of them, guys, have not been seen since, have been reported missing by loved ones. Nobody has been able to track them down. Nobody has been able to find Octane either. I even ran into Sabanto earlier, who was hanging out with Andrew Briggs, his new star client. And Sabanto says that he hasn't even been in contact with Octane the last few days. Shiver to think what that beast might do next, as Hunter Quinn with a forearm smash off the ropes. Again, momentum on the line here for these two men heading into the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory, where they will be joined by Tracy James, Alaric, the champion Aaron Stone, and whomever wins our main event here tonight, that triple threat match. Chris Diamond, Morgan, and the Ted vying for the sixth and final spot inside of that hellish structure known as the Elimination Chamber. Pardon me. Well, I just got nauseous for a moment. Too much W, I think. A little too much W. There's never too much W. What am I talking about? Fight spills to the outside here between these two. Big old punch from Joe Blade. More like too many Bloody Forest glizzies, man. It is the 4th of July. You know, I helped myself earlier in catering. Guess I'm not really sure what the Justice family puts in those glizzies. Up against the ropes, Joe Blade. Counter the Irish whip. Whoa, whoa, nice counter by Blade. Catching Hunter Quinn mid-air as he went for a leapfrog. That ain't going to be enough to get the job done, though. I think if anything, I need a sip of my W. Yeah, that's better. W cures all. Hunter Quinn. Tiger driver. Might be enough to get the job done right there, but no, a kick out. You know, Hunter Quinn, who already being forced to wear that protective facial mask after what the Ted did to him in that death match some weeks ago, now walking into the Elimination Chamber. Hunter Quinn was never exactly a handsome man to begin with. It's been said, maybe one of the ugliest men in all of CMV. I don't necessarily agree with that. Please don't tell him that I even uttered those words, but I don't think he's going to be leaving the Elimination Chamber looking any more handsome. Elbow drop after elbow drop here by Hunter Quinn, doing all he can to destabilize Joe Blade. Keep him off his feet. Uh-oh. Looking to hit the jackpot. Hook in the leg. 1, 2. But calling on Cam Harris just not enough to get the job done for Joe Blade. Uh-oh, as he takes off that top turnbuckle. Hey, I like it. You got to be willing to do what you got to do, baby, especially heading into the Elimination Chamber. End scene. Vintage Joe Blade shoots the half, hooks the leg. 1, 2. But digs down deep as the Hellhound. And very quickly, the wherewithal to roll out onto the apron so that he can't be pinned again. Joe Blade. Oh my God! Holy shit! Talk about a yeet! Just tossed that board to the outside like it was nothing. Now ribs first into the steel steps. Busted open is Joe Blade. Off that forearm smash. Tries for a stop to the back of the head. Blade, runs right into a kick. Another Tiger driver on the floor. Yeah, Joe Blade ain't getting back up from that. Hunter Quinn has got the A-lister dead to rights. Back into the ring, hook of the leg. 1, 2. 2.999. Joe Blade somehow keeps his head above the water. But it might not be much longer. Into the corner, exposed turnbuckle. Joe Blade was the one who exposed it earlier in the match. That's karma, man. What goes around comes around. And now Hunter Quinn spiking him with the Psycho Drilla. 1, 2. What? Get the hell out of here. Joe Blade proving to be one tough son of a gun, man, which I think we knew beforehand, but he has proven it once again. End scene. No, Hunter Quinn able to drop down behind. Up on the shoulders, taken for a ride. Forearm to the back of the head. The Hellhound going up to the top. That is quite a distance. Oh, he would have made it too, but Blade gets out of the way of that elbow. Off the ropes. Tries to go low. Hunter Quinn. Jaeger bomb. 1, 2, 3, and that's enough to get the job done at last. Hunter Quinn, big W. What? Whoa. What the? Wait a minute! Octane! What? Octane! Choke slam from hell! Well, not a lot of time for Hunter Quinn to celebrate that big victory as Octane strikes again. What does this man want? Terrorizing the Octane roster. Lads and gents, it is our tertiary main event coming up next year on Octane. Number 86. Still to come, we've got Ben Stacy, Tracy James one-on-one, and of course our huge triple threat main event. Chris Diamond, Morgan, and the Ted vying for that final spot in the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. But first, Lance Martini of Pest Control looking to get out the bug spray and take care of a certain B-Man here tonight. Ever since his return alongside Daily Verbuggin a couple of weeks ago, Lance Martini and Verbuggin Pest Control have been at odds with Amity. But thus far, Amity have continually gotten the better of Pest Control. Even with Pest Control attacking Amity's scheduled opponents last week here on Octane, Alvarez and Mike Miles taking their spot in the matchup still in the end. B-Man and JT Moss able to secure the victory. B-Man fly into the ring, blink of an eye. As amped up as ever, man, he's fresh off that honey. Had himself a big old spoonful before coming out here. Lance Martini disgusted. Things at last going well for Amity over these last couple of weeks. Tracy James qualifying for the Elimination Chamber. Toyota Camry successfully retaining his Rite of Passage Championship against Amari Rivers last week. And now we'll see if the good luck continues here and into our main event, where the Ted tries to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. But of course, Martini setting his sights firmly on B-Man. Gets taken out with that acai moonsault. Up onto the shoulders, going for a ride. Martini away from CMV for quite a long time. A couple years at least. Lest we forget, a former international champion. Elbow to the gut, Martini. And you notice, Daily Verbuggin not out here in the corner of Lance Martini. Neither is JT Moss out here to back up B-Man. Looks like these two decided one-on-one straight up here tonight. But you gotta respect. Spine to the pine by Martini. What up, Extreme Rogue? How you doing? Welcome to the show, my friend. Big fist drop. Blowing on the knuckles, too. Martini gonna follow B-Man to the outside. B-Man looking to send him right back into the ring. Elbows to the gut, though, by Martini. This weekend, my friends, the party is coming to San Juan, Puerto Rico. 2 nights of hot action, ferocity, and homecoming. Some amazing matches that you cannot afford to miss. Amber Reed, Beatrice Lotus, 2 out of 3 falls for the Women's World Championship. John Lipnick, Anthony Martin for the undisputed World Heavyweight Championship, guys. And this matchup just made official a couple of days ago following Shockwave. The main event of Homecoming, the Gallery, Jay Young and Mystery Master Fourth will take on a reunited Los Falinos Fatales, Peligro, and Leon Gata in a San Juan street fight. Oh yeah, baby. I cannot wait. Los Falinos Fatales back together, one night only. Man, Poison Rana. Down goes Martini. 1. Oh. Forearm smash to stay on the attack. Martini forced to retreat. B-Man standing his ground saying, come on then. Martini showing up with the pest spray here. Looking to take out B-Man. Clip his wings. Hardest part of the ring right there, utilized by Martini. Snake Eyes on the apron. Tries for a punch to the side of the head, elbow. And back into the ring at the count of 4. Almost tripped up the referee. Oh, ref. Gonna run the ropes? Where's B-Man going? Perhaps too many shots to the head here. Nice combination. Ooh, finishing with a gorgeous spinning knee. Flipping the jaw of Martini. Now we're gonna drag him towards the center of the ring. Maybe looking to unsheathe that stinger. No good news for Lance Martini. And watch out, ref. The B-splash into the pin. 1, 2, but a kick out. B-Man taking out. Whoa, 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 whoa. Looking to stab Lance Martini with that stinger. But Martini instead up to Brett's rope. Ooh, that was a unique elbow. I've never seen something like that before. Gorgeously done. B-Man looks to be out. Martini ain't finished though. From the top. B-Man starts to stir Martini. Oh, okay. Clothesline for B-Man, that's what you get for playing. Wait a minute. B-Man. Moonsault. Martini doing his best to stay in the fight here. B-Man though on him. Sticky sweet like honey. Kick to the midsection. Martini buying himself some time to get back to his feet. DDT! Into the pin. 1, 2. 2.999. And these Octane fans up on their feet. Hell of a matchup. Yeah, this has turned out to be our tertiary main event. B-Man to his feet just as Martini. Oh, just gonna whip him into the steel barricade. Taking full control at this point has Lance Martini. Oh, come on out with a choke. Martini out here tonight for one reason and one reason only, to exterminate the B-Man. Martini back up to the top. Elbow drop to the middle of B-Man's back for the win. Another very close 2 count. Martini is getting frustrated here. He better keep himself in check, stay focused. Here's why, B-Man. Able to sweep off the sting, and the stinger finds its mark. B-Man, get out of here. What a kick out by Martini, but he ain't out of the woods yet. Fisherman's driver off the top, moonsault. Stomp to the hand, B-Man. With a step-up senton across the lower back of Lance Martini. The stinger again! 1, 2, 3, B-Man! For Amity continuing to make life hell for Pest Control. Things could not be going any better for Amity over these last few weeks. Tough fight put up by Lance Martini, but I guess he just didn't bring enough. To exterminate the bee here tonight. Our co-main event coming up next year on Octane, number 86. And once again, momentum at stake here, heading into the Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory. Ben Stacy, on behalf of Alaric, taking on Tracy James. With our main event still to come, the final Elimination Chamber qualifying matchup. Chris Diamond, Morgan, and the Ted vying for that 6th and final spot inside the Devil's Domain. Of course, Aaron Stone will put up for grabs his global championship. That's if Stone is global champion, because again, he has issued another open challenge for next week here on Octane. It definitely seems at this point, there can be no question about it, Ben Stacy has taken up with Alaric. And there you see the proprietor of prosperity in the corner of the doctor. Alaric, who last week here on Octane defeated Ricky Gelani, albeit via shenanigans. Lance Martini wouldn't be happy about it, as Gelani very obviously had a rope break, but the ref did not see it. And well, further heartbreak as afterwards, Ricky Gelani announcing that after some tests, it was revealed he was suffering from some career-ending injuries and, well, having no choice but to retire. So technically, I mean, Alaric retired Ricky Gelani, which I heard earlier tonight, Alaric and catering along with Ben Stacy boasting about that. Certainly sad to see Ricky Delaney have to hang up the wrestling boots so young, but what a career he had. 3-time undisputed world heavyweight champion, nothing to be ashamed of. You wish he could have gone out maybe in a better way, you know, not being cheated. But Tracy James, who last week here at Octane defeated Jeremy Barmore to qualify for the Elimination Chamber match. Look at him rocking that team shirt. And he's got old Teddy Boy in his corner. Despite the Ted, separate action up next in our main event, still out here to support his good friend, Ben Stacy, with a hot start here. Damn. Off the ropes with that close up. Ted. Ted stomping the floor. Perhaps the resulting shockwave was what allowed Tracy James to kick out there. Like I just said moments ago, with B-Man picking up that win against Lance Martini, things have been going as good as they possibly can for Amity these last few weeks. Ever since Toyota Camry and the Ted finally patched things up with one another following their matchup at Absolution for the Rite of Passage Championship, Amity's just been riding high, non-stop picking up the dubs. Will that continue here for Tracy James, hoping to gain momentum heading into the Elimination Chamber? And for the Ted, up next in our main event, hoping to get that 6th and final spot in said chamber. Off the ropes, tries for a drop kick. Tracy James gets out of the way. Met with that kick to the gut, though. As Alaric coaching young Ben Stacy from ringside. Alaric has made it clear that he doesn't necessarily love everything Ben Stacy does in that ring, especially his high-flying antics, but Alaric saying, you know, I see something in this young man. I can shape him. I can mold him. I can coach him along the way to becoming a pure wrestler like myself. By the way, Ted just took off the top turnbuckle there. I don't think anybody saw it. I barely saw it. He was quick with it. But I caught him. Wheel kick! Very Beatrice Lotus-esque there from Tracy James, who is a former global champion in his own right. Could make it 2-time. Heading into Ascendance 12. Hell of a lineup you got there, man. Aaron Stone going to have his hands full defending his global championship. Tracy James, a former global champion. Hunter Quinn, former undisputed world heavyweight champion. Alaric and Joe Blade, really the two unknowns. Thus far unproven in a big matchup like that. But I could 100% see either man leaving Purgatory as global champion. Then, of course, the final spot going to go to either Chris Diamond, Morgan, or the Ted, all former world champions. Forearm smash there by Ben Stacy. As Ted continues to try to get involved in this matchup. I think he just threw a kendo stick into the ring, but the ref saw it. Kick to the gut here by Ben Stacy. Oh, the double down. Both men had the same idea there. Well, Ted, whoa, he's getting into the ring here. Here comes Alaric too. Face to face. The ref saying, I'm not having it. Sending Alaric to the back. Oh, but Ted as well. Ted's out of here. Both men ejected from ringside. The ref having just about enough of the shenanigans. This match continues now. Ben Stacy, Tracy James. Shot for shot. Knife head shot. Blocked by Stacy. One of his own. Nope, Tracy James. Hey, swinging. Tracy James at last. Getting the upper hand doesn't last too long though. My God, man. Oh, and they're just going off. A stalemate. Forearm smashed up by Stacy. And again, the Tanahashi clothesline finishing strong. Hook of the leg. 1, 2, but the kick out. Stacy. Unable to contain Tracy James, who delivers the Jaeger bomb. Still to this day, he really is the better Hunter Quinn. But a kick out. Unlike Hunter Quinn earlier, winning off the Jaeger bomb, Tracy James not able to seal the deal, but this might do it. Backslide driver, stacks him up. 1, 2. About as close gets, man, but not able to cross that finish line. Ben Stacy, about as resilient as they come. Put that resiliency on display time and again. Tonight is no different. Drop kick to the side of the head. And Stacy has been busted open. Looks like Ben Stacy pissed off now as he stalks Tracy James. Look at that ripcord flatliner. 1, 2. A little bit of a delay by the referee there. I don't know what that was about. May have cost Stacy though. My God, man, Stacy has become a man possessed. He is beating the absolute hell out of Tracy James right now. Crawling into the corner, hoping for just a second to catch his breath, but popped up into a flapjack and the kip up. Again from the full mount. Good Lord, man. Stacy up to Brett's rope. From the top, tries for an elbow. James able to just barely get out of the way. Stacy to the outside, but straight back into the ring, making it clear he ain't running. Snake eyes for Stacy. Tracy James to the outside, maybe looking for Ted. Forgetting for a second that he was ejected by the referee. Just playing around there. Costing him as Stacy with the springboard dropkick, and now a dropkick to the side of the head. Another wheel kick. Ooh, and getting funky, dropping that elbow across the chest of the doctor. Now it's Tracy James who looks to go up to the top rope. Tracy James looking to fly. Cross body. Hook of the leg. 1, 2. 2.999, man. Tracy James can't believe it. What's it going to take to put this young gun down? How about some nasty ass knees to the side of the head? Good Lord. Outmaneuvering Tracy James, but European uppercut to the back of the head. Stacy able to shove James back, both men to their feet. Tilt the world DDT, spiking James. 1, 2. Hell of a matchup here at our co-main event. Tracy James hoping to pick up momentum en route to the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory, where he very well may share the ring with the Ted. That's if Ted wins our main event. Triple threat matchup up next. Final spot inside the Elimination Chamber up for grabs. Chris Diamond, Morgan, the Ted. James to the top. feeling froggy here tonight. Another crossbody. Once more hooks the leg. Uno, dos, but still no trace. Tracy James wondering what in God's name do I got to do to keep this kid down. Forearm smashing Tracy. Whoa! T-E-D! And what? Taken from the best. Oh, but Tracy James, backslide driver again. Uno, dos, tres. Tracy James can barely stand, man, but gets the win. Amity on top. Woo! Tracy James with a great win. Big momentum earned, heading into purgatory. Now it's Ted's turn. Will he make it a clean sweep for Amity here tonight? And so time it is now, my friends, for our main event here on Octane number 86. The final spot in the Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory is up for grabs. 3 former world champions, but only one of them going to be punching their ticket to Purgatory, a shot at the Global Championship. And already it's been a busy night for Chris Diamond, as we saw a bit earlier, played the role of referee for Andre Rogers and Leon Valente in their Anarchy Championship match, which we saw Valente win. Diamond called it right down the middle, but even afterwards, Valente still seemed quite miffed. Wanted nothing to do with Chris Diamond. Diamond can't afford to worry about the troubles of Aurelius right now. This could be Diamond's last chance to make sure he walks into Ascendus 12 as the global champion. He walked into Ascendus 11 as global champion. We all know what happened there, the London screw job. Will history repeat itself? Can Diamond walk into Ascendance 12 as global champion? And I'm sure Diamond less than thrilled about having to share the ring with Morgan here tonight. Morgan, the cause of all of Diamond's woes over these last couple of months. Well, this could be a great opportunity for payback for the British Baller. Morgan said himself, guys, after being upset by Aaron Stone at Absolution, look, I don't mind working my way back up the ladder. I don't mind earning another shot at the Global Championship. But make no doubt about it, I will walk into Ascendance 12 one way or the other as global champion. So the Lord Ogre looking to make good on his vow. Well, the last thing any of the other chamber match participants want is getting locked inside of the Devil's Domain with the Ogre. I'm gonna be sure all the other chamber match participants, Tracy James, Hunter Quinn, who hopefully at this point has woken up after being chokeslammed by Akunin earlier, Joe Blade, Alaric, and the champion himself, Aaron Stone. The Ted who we just saw not 10, 15 minutes ago, ringside for Tracy James, but ended up getting ejected by the referee after interfering. If Ted qualifies here, the odds of Amity leaving Purgatory with the Global Championship go up drastically. Will it be a clean sweep again for Amity? As Ted looks to qualify for the Elimination Chamber. Triple threat matchup. That means no countouts and no disqualifications. First man to earn either the pin or make an opponent tap out in the ring heads to Purgatory. And another man who's most certainly going to have his eyes on that Elimination Chamber match at Purgatory, will that be Andrew Briggs, winner of King of the Hill, because of course he will face whoever leaves Purgatory as global champion at Ascendance 12. But right now, that sixth and final spot is up for grabs. Morgan sending Ted out onto the apron. Chris Diamond with a gore buster. Ted back into the ring. Quick elbow to the side of Diamond's head. Snake eyes for the British Baller, but Morgan saying, "Don't forget about me now." Ted says, "I didn't." Hip toss takes him down. Three former world champions. Any one of these three men would shake up that Elimination Chamber insurmountably. Clothesline going to send Diamond to the outside. Ted! Oh, Morgan's going to let it happen. He's going to say, "Hey, let me see what you got." Teddy boy. Oh, but Diamond straight cold cocking him. And then goes underneath the ring, grabs himself a steel chair. Dominator to Ted. Diamond from behind. Morgan sees it though. Ted back up. His jaw got to be feeling some type of way after that big right hand from the British Baller. A drop kick to the back of the head. And a senton to keep Morgan down, but not for long. The Ogre back to his feet. Diamond with another board buster. Oh, there's a trick shot knee. Ted, as versatile as they come, he can throw hands. He can zip around that ring man, blink of an eye. Got those devastating knees too. We've seen him utilize time and again, but of course it's that TED, which can come out of nowhere at any time from any angle. Nice Pele kick. Morgan from behind. Morgan ain't flashy, man. It's that vexation you got to look out for that has put down countless individuals. Diamond all the while looking to make a donation to the Break Your Neck Foundation. Counter, gonna send Ted crashing into the referee. Morgan back suplex attempt, but Diamond escapes. Kicks the midsection, but a close line to the back of the head. Ted lighten up Morgan. Nice quick combination. Ted Buster! Into the pin. Is Ted going to purgatory just like that? Diamond taking his time breaking up the pin. T-E-D! Ted! What are you doing? Go for the pin! Oh, I guess Ted knows full well it'll take more than that to keep down some of the caliber of Chris Diamond, but still should have tried for the pin. Instead, too busy going after Morgan with that steel chair and pays for it. Now Morgan's got the chair. Diamond, though, TKO. Morgan counters. Spine buster by Morgan. Ted from behind. Morgan, clothesline. Chris Diamond, man, can't catch a break. Fisherman suplex gonna toss Ted overhead. Diamond from behind. Puts Morgan in the corner. Quick knee for Ted. And the choke. No disqualifications in a triple threat match. Morgan given the opportunity to collect himself as Diamond with some press-ups. Getting a good handful of Ted's ass there. Great counter by the British baller. Ted, though, tries to run up on Diamond, gets sent to the outside for his troubles. Not false count anywhere here. You got to pin or submit your opponent in the ring. Diamond showing off the goods to those lucky fans in the front row. Morgan has grabbed himself a kendo stick. So is Diamond. Both swinging at each other. Morgan successful. Doesn't want to leave Ted out. Ted with an enziguri. Diamond wanting to get involved here. Ted not allowing it. Elbows to the midsection by Ted. Morgan keeping his distance. Sends Ted into the apron. DDT from Diamond on the floor. Morgan just shakes it off, man. Diamond gonna get rid of Ted. Enough of you already. Counter of the Irish whip. Oh, maybe the wrong time to show off the 18-inch pythons, Diamond. Baseball bat produced by Ted. Right to the lower back, and now over the head. A little bit for Diamond, too. The Ted, if memory serves, he is a former baseball player, I believe. He knows how to wield that bat. Ted sending Morgan back into the ring. Just as Diamond gets back to his feet, goes for that enziguri. Baseball is big, man. Wherever Ted's from. Nice counter, gonna say, oh, Morgan crashing into Diamond, and a Morgan sandwich cooked up by Ted right there. What I would give to be a part of a Morgan sandwich. And now Ted going for another TD. Diamond says, get that shit out of here. Diamond driver. But Morgan not gonna give Diamond the chance to go for the pin. Morgan gonna steal it. 1, 2. No, the kick out. Ted just giving a little bit too much time there. Couple seconds. Might have been the difference right there. Vexation. Ted wants none of that. Counters the Irish whip, though, to put him into the corner. Belly to belly. Hunking Ted overhead. Diamond gonna make a donation. Break your neck foundation. How good would this feel for Diamond? 1, 2, but Ted breaks it up. Trick shot knee for Diamond. This time Ted goes for the pin. But unfortunately for him, Morgan back up in time to break it up. Diamond is bleeding now, but gets to his feet. Morgan scoop slam Diamond from behind. European uppercut to the back of the head. Another knee from Ted. He's just handing him out like candy on Halloween. T-E-D but Morgan's right there. Not even a one count for Teddy Boy. Throws him into the corner. Morgan to the outside, under that ring. What's he looking for? Another kendo stick. Ted saying, He's able to escape to the outside. Diamond with a straight jacket German. Bridge to pin. Here comes Ted with a steel chair. Gonna break the pin up. Diamond bleeding. Suffering the TED twice in this matchup. Vexation attempted, but Diamond breaking that foundation. Oh, lands tailbone first on the chair. Diamond with a super kick. Ted just eating it like it ain't no thing. Elbows, elbows, elbows. Gonna free Diamond. Who's he want to go for though? Air right siren neck breaker. Kick to the side of the head though. Ted straight back up as Morgan begins to stir. Ted goes for a desperate pin. 1, 2. Diamond able to kick out just as Morgan tries to get a lid on Ted, but a punch to the gut. Counter the Irish whip. Out onto the apron from behind. Diamond. And a big right hand for Ted. Drop kick sends him to the outside. This could be Diamond's chance. Wants that kendo stick. Whacking Ted upside the head with it. Terminating knee by Ted. Little something for Morgan too. Falcon arrow on the floor. And an enziguri for Diamond. He's just going back and forth like a game of Pong here. Ted with a sledgehammer now. One shot each. Right to the face. Again and again, a little for Chris Diamond as well. Diamond endures as he always does. Into the ring goes Diamond as Ted tells Morgan to stay it out. I don't think that's going to work. Trick shot knee attempted. He didn't get all of it, though. That allows Morgan to get back into the ring. Morgan's going for the steel chair. Diamond creeping up from behind. Irish whip, though, into the corner. Ted going to try for the TED, but he wasn't quick enough. Fisherman suplex once again overhead. Almost sends Ted out of the ring. Here's Morgan with a quick pin attempt. Diamond not even allowing the ref to get in a position. And a second! Break your neck foundation to the ogre! But Diamond just completely forgetting about Ted. That's something you cannot do. Forearm to the back. Morgan has dropped to the outside. This could be the chance for Chris Diamond, and he knows it, but so does Ted. Diamond trying to pick himself up in the corner. Flapjack by Ted and the kip up. Ted. TED. A third time. 1, 2, 3, and Ted is going to purgatory. The 6 men who will wage war inside of the Elimination Chamber at Purgatory. Tracy James, Hunter Quinn, Joe Blade, Alaric, the Ted, and Aaron Stone for the Global Championship. As Ted stands tall, man. I don't know if I've ever seen someone sweat as much. My man is glistening. But what a hard-fought win for the Ted. What a night of action. Happy 4th of July, folks. I will see you next time.